Hi guys, I'm doing this video kind of backwards. I've got you perched up on precariously on a couple of paint tins, and I'm just going to start putting together the clips I've taken today to make a video. This is DaVinci Resolve. It's what I use. It's a free program. It's absolutely fantastic program for what it does for free. And it allows me to add music and things. The music that you all love to hate. As I put these things together. Just kind of plug and play. Now you can play it. I need to make sure I put them in the right order. So, okay, the reason I wanted to do this is I wanted to tell you that the latest information about Marlow is that we were hoping he could come home today. He was seen by the specialist yesterday, but the specialist yesterday evening found that he's got a dislocated jaw still, which is what is preventing him from eating properly, amongst other things, but it's mainly his dislocated jaw. So they're going to try and reset the jaw, and I'm ever so pleased I'm not going to be there when they try that. But they're going to try and reset the jaw, and if that's unsuccessful, he's going to have to go for surgery again. So we don't know when he's coming home now, but the vets didn't want us to take him away just to have to bring him back, which makes a lot of sense. So I just thought I'd tell you about Marlow and where we are with him and what's going on. So cheers guys. Hi guys. So what rabbit holes am I going down today? Well, I've got a couple of rabbit holes to disappear down today. If you've seen a previous video I did about installing ports and upgrading the power supply on this computer, I was hoping to make this desktop PC, well it's not desktop I guess, but you know what I mean. I was hoping to make it my one-stop shop for video, so I could just leave it there in the corner ticking away, and it was there capable of doing all the things that I needed it to do. For example, to read, to recognise my camera, Canon camera, to quickly download videos and photos, and to process them in DaVinci Resolve for upload to YouTube or anything. I've encountered a few problems. I keep getting hard drive issues on this, and I looked into the BIOS and the hard drive is set to IDE mode, which isn't helping at all. The system drive is a very small SSD. It's about 100 gigs, 128 gigabytes I think. And I've installed another hard drive to allow bulk storage. That one keeps failing. Now the issue I have with that is that it's not easy to change the hard disk mode from IDE to SATA after you've installed the operating system. It can be done, but it means messing around with settings in the registry, which is an absolute pain in the neck, and it's not guaranteed to work. So to solve that problem, I would have to reinstall Windows, which doesn't fill me with great joy. The thought of that is horrendous. That poor dog's missing its sister. Its dad's just coming back now, so it's excited. Bless it, poor thing. That's the cat killer though, so I don't have a great deal of sympathy for it. But it's definitely missing its sister. Anyway, I digress. Where were we? Yeah, so I really need to reinstall Windows with a hard drive mode set to SATA. Or I've found a whole host more hard drives in my box of tricks. Who can need so many printer cables, eh? Tell me. But I have other issues. Ideally, I wanted to be able to continue to use these VCRs. No, they're not VCRs, are they? Handycams. They use tapes, and I wanted to be able to continue to use them for various projects and upload the video to digitize it. And I was going to do that via Firewire, but it seems that fairly recently Windows have removed Firewire support, and the IEEE 1394 host controller doesn't exist anymore in Windows. Certainly not in this machine. So I went down that rabbit hole yesterday, reading all the things that I could find out about it on the various forums and on the Windows site itself. And it was just a nightmare trying to go through all that. It seems that Microsoft themselves don't know that they've removed the host controller. I don't know whether it's processor specific. That is one of the things I'm going to check out now. This is an Intel processor in here, and in this machine it's an AMD processor. So I'm gonna remove the Firewire ports from this, put them in here, and see if the host controller is there. Now ideally I wanted just one machine, that would be the ideal situation, but the processor in this computer isn't capable of running DaVinci Resolve, so that's why I started trying to juggle around all the ports. It's just compatibility issues everywhere. All of this stuff's very old, of course, but I don't have the funds to just get all new stuff. That would be the ideal scenario, but what I have to do is use what I've got and try and work out a way of making it work. So that's where we are today, and the first thing I'm going to do is remove those ports, put them into this machine, see if I can get this machine working again, verify that Windows host controller is either there or not, and go from there. Right then. Oh, the other thing I have is also I've got a broken screen on my camera, so I'm having to use the viewfinder to line up shots, and it's not ideal. So what I want to do with that is I want to use an old mobile phone, an old smartphone as a monitor, and it's definitely possible, but I need a video capture device and I need some cables, and I've been searching for the cables. I've got every cable known to man, multiplicity of cables. This one's for the dustbin. This is a HDMI cable. It's rusted to pieces, so this is going straight in the dustbin. So I don't seem to be able to think as clearly as I used to do when I was younger, but I need to really write things down and go one step at a time. Yes, baby, I know, I hear you. So, let's crack on with removing these ports, wiring up this computer, and seeing what we get. So this is the second machine. I've put the Firewire hub into this machine. I've loaded Windows, and it's true, there is no IEEE 1394 host controller. It's gone. It's gone. So I believe it was removed from Windows support in update 22H2. So, thanks Windows. Microsoft. Let's scan for hardware changes. No joy. Alright, that was a waste of time, but I'm getting used to that now. So I thought I may as well update this computer while I'm here. I'm messing around with Windows computers, it's the biggest time vampire ever. It just saps your strength. It's got to be an easier way. So for the solution to use a mobile phone, a smartphone, as a monitor for my camera, I'm going to have to buy one of these. Probably with a bunch of cables as well, because it's got an HDMI output, so I think that'll work, but I'm sure I can get it cheaper than that from China. The same thing. And as a solution to get the video from my analog VCRs to digitize them, I need to buy one of these and take the AV output from these little things, connect it there, and stick the other end in the computer, and at least it's a solution. It's not an elegant solution, but it's a solution. So finally guys, we've got a stable system. I put a slightly bigger hard drive in. The problem with the original hard drive wasn't the drive itself, it was the power supply from the ATX power supply on the ribbon cable. The power connector to the disk drive was broken, not broken but bent pins, which was difficult to see. So I used another one and it's fine, stable. I've just deleted all the partitions that were there on that drive, again from an old laptop. People will be pleased to know that I've fixed the power on switch, so I don't have to go shorting things out inside anymore. It's all buttoned back up, so it's safe from the cats. I hate leaving things with the sides off, because the cats, they just go in there because they're curious and they just destroy things. They don't mean to, but they just do it. So I've got all of these hard drives I need to put somewhere safe. None of them are very big or very useful. I don't know what's on most of them. no doubt videos and photographs. I've just ordered all the stuff I need from Amazon to be able to use a smartphone as my camera monitor, and to be able to take video from these little cameras and digitize it. And the whole cost was just over €60. That's including all the connectors and the cables and stuff, so that isn't bad. That'll do for me. Alright guys, hopefully we're finished with this computer business now. Bye.